Hello, our dear viewer of BSTV. We have to welcome you again to our channel yet again. You know, it's not easy to be moving up and down to look for content to give you. But at this moment and time, I'm here at International Solidarity Foundation, the place where we fight for the rights of humans. Today, I'm here with a very serious guest. Her name is Rosemary, and she's here. And the purpose of her being here is because we want to share some content and shed some light about FGM. Why do we say no to FGM, and why do we advocate for the rights of every human? For today, I think we'll only talk about FGM.
Sure.
Because FGM simply means female genital mutilation. And for sure, in Africa, we've had a very serious problem since the times immemorial, but unfortunately, or fortunately enough, we are so happy because over the last decade, female genital mutilation has been fought seriously, and it's almost fading. Yeah. I don't know how, but for Kisii, it has been reported for quite some time that it's around 84% of FGM, which has been going on all over the time. And for now, we know that as these organizations are coming in, they are really doing a lot of work. They are putting their efforts in place to ensure that FGM is brought to an end. So today, in our studio and this office, in our talk, we are so happy because we are in this international organization that is fighting so much to ensure that at least this issue of FGM goes down to the ground. So, yeah, welcome. And
thank you.
Maybe you can talk to my people there and tell them what's your name and what do you do here?
My name is Rosemary Osano. I work with International Solidarity Foundation, that is ISF. I'm based in Kisii, so I implement a project Muungano Gender Forum in Kisii and Nyamira.
Yes.
And specifically in Kisii, we are working in at Marani, yes. Marani location, yes. Under Kegogi ward. And in Nyamira, we are working at Tinga, Kemera, and Nyamira, no, that is a Kerenyo.
Yes.
Yeah, so we are implementing a community dialogue, yes. Which gives the community a platform to talk about issues on sexual gender-based violence, which includes FGM. And as we know, the month of February was on 6th February. It is an international day calendar for zero tolerance against FGM, so which is being celebrated worldwide. So as an organization, Monday, that is on 6th and 7th, we've done community dialogue in Marani and Kemera, and we tackled on FGM.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Basically, I think from what you just told us is that on 6th of February,
yes,
each year,
the
date set aside,
yeah, for zero tolerance for against FGM,
female genital mutilation.
Yes.
Yes. I think this is Kisii.
Yes.
And,
yes.
You know, as usual, Kisii for a time immemorial, we are so much known as the people who practice female genital mutilation.
Sure.
So maybe you can tell us how far since the organization started, where did you get it, the rate of FGM, and now after coming in and creating awareness, has it dropped or is it still up there?
Actually, when ISF started 2015, in implementation of projects in Kisii and Nyamira,
yes.
By that time we were 96%, and by the last research which was done, as per now we are at 84, and the reason why we are at higher rate, it is because Kisii is practicing medicalization of FGM, and it is actually being done by medics, I can say, and it is done secretly, so it is so difficult for people even to to be able to arrest the perpetrators. So it has been a challenge, and the emerging trend is that even they usually circumcise young girls as early as even months. A girl who's months old, 1 year, 3, 6, and like in the past, according to the history of Obogosi, FGM was being practiced on a woman who is already 18 years old, but currently it has really changed. And even when you want to track when is the season of FGM, normally it's of course school holiday and any time actually. So school calendars, anytime. A parent even can say like, my child is sick for 1 week and the girl has undergone FGM.
Yeah. So actually, what there's a myth.
Yes.
That and another misconception.
Yes.
That a lady who has not been taken through that process, they are sexually active during that time. And today, I think several activists have come out there and they have really told us that this thing does not have an impact to the what? To the moral
so
aspect of life.
as I can say, like we have so many myths. The one that will say like, if this person is not cut, she will become immoral. There's another thing they say like, if you are not cut, you won't be a woman. If you are not cut, you won't make a good wife. There are so many misconceptions and myths that are surrounding FGM, but the fact remains, and something that has been proven by scientists is like FGM has no medical value. So something that is not medically proven, it is not good health to this young girl or to this woman. So, and even if a girl who has not been cut, we've seen so many girls, uncut girls, who have grown to be substantial in the community. I've seen these girls who are uncut performing in school. I've seen these girls who are uncut making the right decisions. So it is not true like if you are cut, you don't if you are not cut, you don't have morals. So that is a lie, and I can say it's not something that we should not be even discussing.
All right. Another thing, in Kisii, honestly, I've been moving around. I'm a journalist, so I've seen several young ladies, very young age. They've given birth to kids. They have caught what we call unwanted pregnancy.
Yes.
At the end of the day now, watoto wengi Kisii wako na watoto.
Yes.
A very small child having another child. Yes. What we understand is that something like circumcision, from the traditional African heritage point of view, they tell us that now once you have been circumcised, that is a rite of passage from childhood to adulthood. It's something that you told us about during the time. They used to circumcise ladies who are 18 years and above.
Yes.
Now they have decided to take it back.
Yes.
And that kind of lessons that they were told. Now once you've been circumcised, you are now a woman. There's a book, I don't know, The River Between, I think you read it.
Yeah, I even did it in my KCSE.
So that is a story that told us something about, for sure, for you to become a woman, you have to go through the knife.
Yes.
So we see there is a lady there who decides to run away from home.
Yes.
Goes to be cut, and then the repercussions come back.
Yes.
So don't you think the same thing that happened in that part is the same thing that is happening in the society, whereby now once you have been circumcised or you have not been circumcised, those ones who have gone through the same, they will victimize you and tell you are not a woman. At the end of the day, you find yourself in the situation whereby you also want to go through the same. So don't you think that same thing is happening in the society today, that is making these ladies now, they know now I've been circumcised, now I'm a woman, I can give birth to a child.
Actually, the challenge we are facing as people fighting as GBV, one, remember this young girl, you've told her like, no, you are a big girl.
Yeah, a big girl.
You can't do some things, now behave as a woman. We've given this child a leeway, like you can do anything, and that is why even when it comes to when they're on puberty stage, they feel like now like I have been told that I'm a woman, so even I can get married. That thing makes even the girl to start being in and they are having premarital sex, and that's leading to pregnancy, that's leading to early marriages, of which if this child was taken through alternative rite of passage, you could have cut so many things that happened to this girl. So I can say surely FGM has made young girls to be pregnant, and some of them to get married as early as 13 years, of which this young girl should be in school. So I don't think FGM is something that is good. And even if you check the population currently, I'm surprised we are 53 million, and with this economy, and when you go even around the Kisii communities, we're having so many teenage mothers, and it is as a result of telling this girl, you're a big girl. Yes, you can do anything. So it is something that FGM has played regarding to teen pregnancies and early marriages in our community.
All right. So actually, talking about teen pregnancies and the impact that they can always cause on education. What do you think? The education of a female child, you know, there's a difference between male and female. Because even if a man, a very small boy of 13 years old, makes a lady pregnant, they are better than Laxom. But what happens to this lady now?
What I can say, remember, this young girl is pregnant, and definitely she's from maybe a very poor background.
Yes.
Remember, there will be rejection from the family members. Like they will feel like this girl is out of, she should not be part of us. And remember, this girl also won't be very comfortable reporting to school. Remember, the pregnancy doesn't go inside. It must pop out. It must pop out. So this young girl, definitely a high percentage, she will drop out of school due to also embarrassment and all those things, and the bullying in school. And it will happen to her. And then this young girl also will be, maybe she will be forced to get married to this young man. Maybe if it was maybe the young man who impregnated her, that's making that couple even to have a young family with, I don't think even the brain is mature. So even making the right decision within the family, it will be so difficult. So I think there will be that cycle of poverty within that young couple, and definitely there's high chances also their kid may also not maybe to make the right decision.
So actually, what role does poverty play in gender-based violence, number one, number two, on female genital mutilation as a section in the society, and number three now on education? Poverty is really playing a role. So what, during your endeavors, as you continue moving and doing these kind of practices and educating the people out there, so I am very sure that you've come up with a very serious consolidated reports on the impact of poverty in doing all this, because actually if you see most of the people who practice female genital mutilation are poor people. Actually, the people who live
okay, like I think maybe due to poverty, so there is less information being received to these people. So maybe they have never understood why we need to stop FGM. Unlike someone who has gone to school, or a family that has got a chance to have educated people in the family, they know the effects, the law and everything. So in this family, due to poverty, they will continue doing this FGM, thinking that like this is the rite of passage for this young girl to be a woman. And this poverty also can make this young girl being like, I've been told also I'm a woman, and there is no need even also to go to school, and maybe this young girl will be forced to do something we call child labor. So poverty as the main cause actually has so much effects that like education, like most people won't finish school, maybe people will have teenage pregnancy, people will have to get married early, and other effects of poverty. Even those people, this poverty can make people to be sex workers, of which it is not right even to their health wise.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, let's take an instance of a lady who has gotten pregnant at 13. And she's become a mother and maybe kama alikuwa class 8.
Yeah.
Maisha yake imeishia hapo, ama ni mtu pia anaweza tokelezea tena ajibebe endelee na masomo yake na afanye mambo mengine kwa mbele.
Yeah, okay, maybe advice to the young girl, if by chance you've been pregnant, I can advise you, it is not that it's the end of life. You can pick up yourself, jitume, so that go back to school, start again. I've seen so many young mothers wamerudi shule and they have made it in life. And so isikuwe like it is a wall that has come in front of you. Remember, the sky is the limit. So take that chance to empower yourself even more. Take that chance to tell people, like, even if I'm a mother at this age, I have that opportunity to start life again. So don't lose hope. Start somewhere. Be a role model to the young girls. There are so many young girls out there who have lost hope. Be the hope to them. Go back to school, start a life, may work hard, be innovative, and you will make it in life with that child of yours.
All right.
Yeah.
Still on the same issue, you know, we have other parents who are actually rooted the tradition.
Yes, yes.
And they believe that if you have not gone through this, then you are not my daughter.
Yeah.
I disown you, right? Now, we have some who maybe have run away from home because they are against it. They have actually been rendered homeless. So as the organization, International Solidarity Foundation,
Yes.
In conjunction with the government,
Yes.
for example, the county government, how much effort have you put in place to ensure that these ladies wenye wamefukuzwa kwao because wamekataa kuenda through the knife, that wao pia wataendelea kwenda mbele, they thrive in future?
Okay.
Yes.
I can say, okay, maybe to start with the part of parent. Our parents are the best gifts from God, and we've been told to tuheshimu. But at some point, if circumstances forces you to rebel, please do. If they are forcing you to do something which is not right, you are given a chance to run away. And we are having many other organizations who are accommodating such victims or survivors. But maybe with our organization, remember, we are information-based organization. We are given just a chance to do awareness. So yes, so as an organization, we have not had a capacity to maybe to have how can I call it? Not even a rehabilitation, a safe space, place where you can be accommodating these survivors. And we are hoping maybe in future, if we are able to partner, we network, as we are doing sensitization, others can mobilize on how we can get a center where these young women and girls can be accommodated, especially those who have gone through FGM. And I'm so glad the current Minister for Gender, Culture, Sports and Social Services has that heart, like in 5 years in his office, he's hoping to have one center. And even remember, he mentioned that if there's an organization willingly to support, have that center, is able to, or the government is able to give land. So the government has land, and the only maybe challenge with us organization, in case you get a chance to do the safe space center, kindly we can network as we do information-based projects. You can also be assisting these victims, even in terms of psychosocial support. And maybe I can mention within Kisii County, we are so glad that through one of the organizations called Darajambili, there is IDRO, there is Dawoye, they were able to come up with Youth Awareness Center, which is around the building of Twin Towers. So if you are below 24 years and maybe you are going through GBV, including FGM, you are eligible to go get free services, including even VCT services. at that center, and they have professionals, they have even counselors. So take that opportunity. Despite ISF doesn't do that, there's more organization doing it.
All right.
Yeah.
Yes, another thing is the woman rep of the county.
Yes, yes.
The county. I think the one that left. Janet Wanyara.
Yes.
Built some house somewhere there.
Yeah, I can see the building. I can just see the building, but I don't know what is ongoing there.
The building is wameandika kwamba it is a rehabilitation center for those victims who have gone through gender-based violence, which is ranging from maybe kupigwa na bwana yako, wanaume kupiga bibi, mabibi kupiga bwana.
All those.
At the same time, these ladies who have run away from being exposed from FGM. So, so far so good. Maybe. Unfortunately, you don't know what's going on there.
Actually, personally, I don't know what is going there, but I've seen the building. I can't lie, but so far with the office of the women rep, we've not as much, even at the individual level, I've not gotten that chance to interact and know what is ongoing there.
All right.
Yeah.
It's okay. Now, we have the negative impacts of the FGM.
Yes.
Yes. Maybe you can mention a few so that they can also know. You are informing them.
Anyway, I can mention a few which most of us we know, like they are being categorized into two. We have short term and long term. And if I can start with the short term, number one, obvious the pain. Remember the clitoris has nerve endings, so definitely during the cut, during the mutilation, there's that instant pain. For some girls, they bleed, and even, some bleed even excessively. Another effect, like these infections, maybe the items used was not sterilized, so those infection, even tetanus and all those things happen to this girl. And later, when it comes to the long term, like this girl has now grown up, she has a family, and now she becomes pregnant. Labor pains, it is too much compared to uncut girls. It can end up to fistula, and maybe some people, there are those people who have keloids, so there are some who are cut at their clitoris and they develop keloids, and as time goes by, keloids continue, they grow, and most of them, they don't come up saying what is happening in their reproductive organ. Another thing, you can have actually even through the cut, someone maybe can be infected by the virus. And another thing that comes up, and the people are not even free to say, you can get, like, even during your conjugal rights as a woman, and you are not prepared well, you can have all those friction, and that one can even lead to more infections and even lead to cancer. So as we can see, we've not seen any benefits of the FGM. So kindly we should not support, and many more that have not come out. And even FGM has really broken the families. Separation of husband and wife, because the woman will not be satisfying the husband. So even cheating, even husband maybe bringing the more infections, the viruses to the family. So FGM has brought so many disadvantages which will be later seen. And even it has brought violence. Like you ask a woman and why are you fighting? They can't say, but in fact it's because of the pain and all that thing, and it's because of the FGM. So violence within the family continues due to FGM. So it's something that you will not measure, and people don't share it, but through it's because of FGM.
Very true.
Yes,
so my dear viewer, I am very sure that some of you may not have gotten the information how it is and the negative impact of female genital mutilation, the FGM. Today I've been here with Rosemary. She's really spoken so eloquently.
Thank you.
It was very short.
Sure.
But very informative.
Thank you.
So we are hoping that we'll be, personally, I wish to partner with you. We continue doing this. We tell the people out there, they understand. You know, we mainstream media. The media has a very serious role to play in informing the publics on the importance and the disadvantages of some things that happen in the society.
Yeah.
So for today, we decided that now let's do it about FGM. So maybe next time when we meet again,
you can do another type of FGBV.
Or also another, we can also continue from the same.
Yeah.
And then we see what we can do next. Otherwise, I'm so happy. Thank you for allowing me to come over here to talk to you.
Thank you.
We've really had a very healthy discussion. We have several viewers there.
Yes.
So our viewers, what we are asking you, you know that your people, you know the people who are just next to your places, you know what they do, and you know how they do them. So it's now your opportunity to make sure that you say no to female genital mutilation, because actually from the negative impacts that you've been told by our teacher of the day, my friends, we need not to have them in future. What we need to do is to ensure that at the end of the day, it has gone back to zero. It is zero, because by actually kuna communities zingine zenye they don't tolerate this.
Yeah, kabisa, and they are very much successful. And even before we finish, if you compare central region and the Nyanza region, and specifically Kisii, central people, they don't cut their girls. And how many people elected the women?
Many.
We have so many women. Are they cut? Are they not successful?
Yeah.
It's high time we embrace what people are embracing, something which is good. Let us allow it come, and if something is bad, let us say it's bad.
Right.
So I hope we have the examples within our society. Let's do the right thing. Yeah.
And those ones who have already gone through the same, it's not your time to give up. It is your time to rise up, carry yourself, and learn from a mistake that was done to you, so that your child will not go through the same pain that you've gone through. I think that is the most important lesson that you can give you. And we also have the victims when you may, out of that one, baada ya kuambiwa you are a woman, now let me go and do this and this. We have several ladies who are very young, in fact babies, let me call them babies, who also have babies. It is not time for you to give up again. It is time for you to understand that this is a mistake that occurred just once, and this mistake can be reverted. Just go and do what you are supposed to do. You can still continue going to school when you umeambiwa usome. Ukimaliza kusoma, at the end of the day you will be somebody, and after doing something and becoming somebody in the future, you will be our greatest ambassador to tell the people out there that female genital mutilation has nothing to offer, but has a lot of damage to give to you as the one of the victims.
Yeah.
Otherwise, what we are telling you is that maybe it's your first time to come to our channel, Brosam TV. We are just requesting you just take 1 or 2 minutes to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and also you can give us suggestions on the questions that you would like us to ask in our next talk, so that at least when we come here we'll be knowing what we'll be asking our informant. Tunasema ndio ni wapeanaji ujumbe, giving us information. So that at the end of the day, we will make sure that this thing is taken down.
Yeah.
Maybe you can have a parting shot, talk to these people directly, tell them what you need them to do, and what your wish is.
Thank you, viewers, for taking your chance. Now what I can tell you, kindly join our movement. Let's make sure gender-based violence in our society has ended completely, including FGM. I can quote what President Ruto just said just a few days ago, like FGM should not be the discussion in the 21st century. So I hope that you are able to pick something you've learned today and kindly share. And if you also wish maybe people to get information, we are there. You can visit International Solidarity Foundation and have a chance to share. You can also teach us. You have information out there.
Yes.
And thank you so much, and we appreciate.
All right, maybe you can tell them where your organization is based, so that they can also visit you. And
our office in Kisii is at